Welcome to this week's Coaches Show presented by State Farm agent and CBC alum Tim Kylo. We're here with CBC head coach Scott Pingle. How you doing, Coach?
Doing well, Patrick.
Wonderful. Big question. I'm going to get right to it. This is hard-hitting journalism. Everybody wants to know, what are you dressing up as on Friday night? Halloween's coming up.
I don't know about Halloween, but I know a lot of people say I probably dress up as a coach sometimes. So we're just going to go out there, wear our headsets, get ready, and see what we do. So.
Well, you always look good doing it, so we're looking forward to seeing that. How about the kids? What Halloween costumes are they wearing?
My son's dressing up as a skeleton. These morph suits are pretty big. They're like spandex all over. And then my daughter is dressing up as a female pirate. So
female pirate. Yeah. All right. Well, my son is dressing up as a male witch. So we've got.
There we go. Maybe they should introduce each other.
All sides of the spectrum. Well, let's talk about last week's game against DeSmet. Big win. What did you see from your team? How'd you feel they played?
I felt our team was doing a feel-out process during the game. We never really got in a good rhythm until about mid-second quarter. Our offense was clicking there towards the end of the first half, and our defense was starting to make some stands. They did get us a little bit with their formations by confusing our defense. We just didn't play enough disciplined defense, and that was one of the messages we worked on, and I think the guys are doing a lot better this week.
Discipline, a lot of flags Friday night, right?
Yes, sir, and that's something we really wanted to address with our team, and make sure that we play at our caliber and not make the mental mistakes.
A few too many penalties, but a big upside for your team on Friday night and all year has been the play of the running backs, Kalen Taylor, Trey Bryant, probably your top two horses. They've combined for 27 touchdowns and 1,400 yards. You throw Caleb Allen into the mix, and it's 33 touchdowns, over 1,900 yards for those three guys through the year. Amazing stats. What makes your running game work?
Well, I think that they probably attest to the 5 offensive linemen blocking for them. I think they think that they're getting some good holes. I think, them being unselfish and being fresh and blocking for each other and playing for each other. I think Kalen gets just excited to see Trey score, and Trey gets just excited to see Kalen score. So they're really playing for each other. So it's very unique, especially at this time of day and age with these athletes. But I'm so proud about how they're playing team first.
Team first mentality, love to see it. Those guys individually are unique, special talents. Seeing them both in the same backfield, it has got to be overwhelming sometimes for opposing defense.
It is, and it's one of our game plans every week is how can we utilize these guys better, different. You notice they're probably more slot receivers than they probably have been in the past too. So we're just trying to get them in different places and get the ball to them in space.
All right, well, let's turn our attention to Friday night, week 2 of the playoffs. What should we expect to see from Francis Howell North?
Francis Howell North, they're very similar to us. They run a similar style of offense. They're in their center a little bit more, do a little bit more play action than us. They have skill players similar to our skill players. They're very fast. Up front, they're probably very similar to us. They can move people. On the defense side of the ball, they're very confusing because they run about 3 or 4 different defensive sets, which you don't typically see in high school football. You can normally prepare for 1, so we're preparing for 3. So, they're going to try to play our style of football too because it's very similar. But our goal is to play as fast as we can and play as physical as we can, and so far we've had two good days of practice.
That's great to hear, and it sounds like you have a lot to prepare for. We know you and your team will be ready. We'll be there cheering for you Friday.
Awesome, thanks.